This is video 1 of the 4-part series where we will be exploring Frasier Crane. Let's get into it. What I set out to do was to do the exact same case as Ross and Rachel. $500,000 to start, wanting to spend $60,000 per year and retiring January 1 of next year, which ironically was his, along with Ross and Rachel's, 65th birthday. So when it was a couple, there was no years of financial difficulty and they had a 105% goal achievement. In this case, Frasier starts to run into some financial difficulty in the year that he turns 76. That is way too early. So right away, I want to address this because this is a bit of a bummer and this might be very discouraging to you, but I don't want you to feel too discouraged, and here's why. There are two sides to every coin with a financial plan, and spending is a big one of those things. And I have met many single people over the years doing this, doing their financial plans that did not have a $500,000, but are comfortably retired or will comfortably retire because their spending expectations are different. So after doing some planning for Frasier, we've adjusted withdrawal order in terms of which assets are going to be leaned on first. We've adjusted CPP to maximize that. And in this case, I'm also recommending that he sell his condo at age 70 and starts to rent from there. And because I'm using Ontario, I'm using a $2,500 per month rent. That's just the inflated version of it here. We've pushed off the shortfalls quite a bit, but they're still at age 82, which is way too soon. So here's Frasier's scenario here. I've dropped his spending from $5,000 a month to $4,000 a month. He's trimmed $1,000 per month out of his spending. Much easier said than done. If you think to what I kind of jokingly call Chad's ratio, for every $1,000 you want in retirement, you need about $200,000 to $250,000 invested. So if we flip that on its head, cutting $1,000 per month out of his projection is like finding $200,000 to $250,000. So that's kind of how I look at that spending reduction. So the other important thing to remember here is I don't necessarily have fun built in here. The $4,000 or $5,000 per month that Frasier was saying he wants to spend in retirement may just be his day-to-day spending. So you can see again, there's a very large difference between a couple with $500,000 with this spending expectation and an individual. If it's time for me to review your financial plan, there will be a link in the description down below that comes directly to me. Until next time, keep planning.